Just like many of my videos, this one is sponsored by Skillshare, my favorite online learning platform. I'll tell you more about them in just a bit. Where do you want to be? It's a very simple question with likely a very complicated answer. It's a question that we ask ourselves all the time without even realizing it. So do you know the answer to that question? It's okay if you don't. It's a question that I've been thinking about a lot, and I don't even know that I know the honest answer to that question, because what it seems like for a lot of people in our culture of productivity and more and improvement and this whole like shame-based productivity thing is that we want to be anywhere but here. I mean, seriously, you're choosing to be here right now watching this, but based on the analytics and the data that I have from my YouTube channel, in about 2 minutes from now, you're probably not going to want to be here anymore and you're going to want to be somewhere else. And it is okay if that's the case. I've seen this so deeply in myself and in people that I've talked to all around the world. So many people with straight hair spend a bunch of time curling and doing their hair so that it's not straight. People with curly hair often wish they had straight hair and spend a bunch of time straightening it, doing things like that. People like me often wish that there was less hair in some places and more hair in other places. We just want it to be different, not what it is. Having a lot of the experiences that I've had being diagnosed with ADHD, struggling in school, not finishing college, things like that that really took a hit on my self-esteem really created this like perception that I couldn't just be okay with where I was if I wanted to get better. If I wanted to improve, I couldn't accept who I was, where I am. And the only way to change would be to like hate myself happy. I don't know how conscious it was. I don't know how much I was really thinking about those words or those things, but at the same time, my perspective and the way that I approached fitness and productivity and self-improvement and learning, the pressure that I put on myself through all of those things was reflective of the fact that I was not going to be enough, that I wasn't going to be okay with who I was in this moment until I proved something or until I accomplished something. And that led to all of these weird avoidant things that really like made it so that it was dangerous for me to approach things or go into things or work on things that I wasn't good at, because it would be in direct conflict with my need to feel like I was accomplishing something. It's really interesting when we can start diving into our culture about just this never enoughness. And honestly, I'm really tired of it. I'm really tired of this whole shame-based productivity, you suck, be better, do more, be more, culture of just like toxic productivity. It feels bad, like it's not something that I want to participate in or even encourage. I think there's a lot of room for all of these things. There's a lot of room for finding systems that work for you and really digging into, okay, how do I balance my life in a way? But this whole perspective of the only way that I can improve is if I don't love myself right now. Because if I settle, if I love myself for who I am right now, I won't do anything. And I heard this really great example from a video that I was watching with Amy. If a baby is crying because they need to have their diaper changed, would you go, you know what? I already love that baby so much, my child or whatever. Like, I love that baby so much, I'm not going to change its diaper. Loving it is enough. No, you love that baby, so you want to improve its condition. You want to take care of it. And so that example applies to us as well. It's a radical shift. It's a radical change, something that I'm working really hard to accomplish for myself. Stepping into things, being okay with where I am now, not wanting to distract myself to be somewhere else on social media, consuming something, like buying something, all of the things that make up the twitch, the way that we pull ourselves away from this present moment just so we can feel distracted, not being where we are, because we aren't okay with it. Like, stepping out of that and really making that shift is one of the hardest things to do, to learn that we can actually love ourselves, be okay with where we are, and still work to grow, still work to improve ourselves, but do it from a place that doesn't sabotage our efforts because we're in conflict with ourselves, to do it from a place that really operates in love, a place that allows us to move slowly, be okay with where we are, sit in confidence, and just be at peace. I think we would really need much fewer distractions. We wouldn't feel the need to consume, to buy things, to just build what we have and feel like more, I need this and that, just to ease and calm that feeling. Just allowing ourselves to be here in this moment, just with ourselves, with other people, whatever it may be. So it's something to consider. I hope it's something that you can consider starting in small ways in terms of looking at where you are now and shifting your perspective. What if we just take a little bit of time, just give ourselves a little bit of space to just see that things are kind of messed up, maybe not that ideal, and be okay, just be okay with it for a little bit and just sit with it. It's hard, but I believe in you. I'm working on it, and I hope you do too. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. At this point, I've taken a broad range of Skillshare classes, everything from chess to coding with Python, all the way over to illustrating in Procreate on the iPad. It has an incredible breadth of topics and different classes that you can take that are truly inspiring and helpful. One of the best parts is that it is specifically curated for learning. There are no ads, no distractions, and you can dig into exactly what it is you're trying to focus on and learn. I've been really into illustration recently, which is why I got started on this 28-day drawing challenge, Anatomy for Illustration and Comics, by Josiah Brooks. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description of this video will get a free 1-month trial to Skillshare Premium, so you can check out what they have, learn a bunch of stuff, and really get into it. Thanks so much for your attention. I'll see you soon.